Hello and welcome to Asake Online. The program is on the Frontline. Ibizo lami Nozipho Majola. On the Frontline, we focus on the COVID-19 pandemic and other related issues. Now, on this very program today, we look at the effect that the COVID-19 pandemic has had on tertiary institutions in Zimbabwe. And in this regard, we speak to Lupane State University's Director of Marketing and Public Relations, Mr. Zwelithini Dlamini. Welcome to the program.
Hello, thank you very much. Thank you for having me in your program today.
How has the COVID-19 pandemic affected tertiary institutions and learning in Zimbabwe?
COVID-19 has brought about a new way of doing things, and we have had to stop momentarily doing business the usual way and find a new way of conducting business, particularly the online teaching. And this has brought about its peculiar challenges because we have had to take our teaching staff through a training program. And thanks to the AAU and other institutions that have come on board to assist us in training our staff to conduct the online training. However, we also observe that the learners on the other end do not have access to internet as well as the cost of data and some gadgets that are necessary to conduct online teaching. These are some of the challenges that we have had to deal with. We really have not overcome all of them, but I think we are making quite some substantial progress as Lupane State University, and we are ready to go full scale on online learning. However, you will also appreciate that we have first years that we expect to receive from the 14th of September 2020, and most of these, if not all of them, are post-A-level graduates, and they are not quite familiar with this new normal called online learning. So we'll have to take them through the entire process of how we'll be carrying out this process.
How then will you conduct lessons and examinations in this environment?
Firstly, we've come to a decision as an institution that we'll have to bring our first years on board and allow them to have a face-to-face interaction with their lecturers at our main campus and all other campuses where LSU has a presence. This is meant to help the learners understand how the university functions and how the online will be carried out. Firstly, we'll have the first years coming in batches, each group spending about 2 weeks on campus so that they go through that induction process. Then after the 2-week period, they then go back to their homes and carry on with the online teaching.
What safety measures have you put in place to keep your staff members as well as the students safe during this COVID-19 pandemic whilst lessons are being conducted?
Right now, our Student Affairs Division has started the fumigation process for both our hostels, which will accommodate the students, as well as the lecture rooms. And that program will be done at intervals such that whenever each group exits the hostels, the fumigation process is done to ensure that we keep the facilities clean. Furthermore, we have adequate sanitizers in place so that we give them to the learners as they land on campus. We also have adequate thermometers so that the personnel at the Students Affairs Division will be taking temperatures of our students every day as they come out of the hostels to their lecture rooms, as well as when they go back to the hostels after they have attended their lectures. We have also put in place furniture which is adequate to accommodate students, taking in mind the issue of social distancing, such that the students will have to sit and give space between each other. And that is meant to provide the social distancing aspect. We've also encouraged, if not mandated, all students to ensure that they bring a minimum of 2 face masks. That is part of the precautionary measure that we have put in place so that we adhere to the Ministry of Health's guideline as well as the World Health Organization's guideline on COVID-19 prevention.
Will this in any way alter the quality of the studies or of learning?
Generally, the content is still the same. The only change here is the mode of teaching. And I don't think it will really change much in terms of the quality of education that our students will receive. In fact, I think it will empower our students even more in terms of working hard to research, because I think the culture of research among our students is not that good. But in this arrangement, I think they have to do a lot of work on their own as they seek information, as they get information from the internet and all other sources. So I think there is a likelihood that the quality of learning might improve.
We spoke of challenges that are yet to be overcome in regards to online learning. And so how will you help those that are unable to get the gadgets and connectivity they need to attend class so that they don't fall behind on their lessons?
At our campuses, we do have computer laboratories which are still accessible by our students. I think that is one option that those students who cannot afford maybe laptops and other convenient gadgets can visit those facilities to access internet and so on. But it also comes at a cost. We hope that the parents will bear with us and support our students in that regard. As much as we will also take the same opportunity to appeal to parents to accept that online learning comes with costs in terms of data and so on. So we'll really appeal to the parents to support our students, because without the data bundles and so on, it will be difficult for them to access information.
When are lectures resuming? I heard you talking about the first years. What of other classes? Are they also going to come in phases as well? Or in the meantime, they'll also be participating in online learning?
We do have tentative dates, which I might not be able to share with you because they haven't been finalized. But the intention is to have the next group after the 1-1s, possibly the 1-2s, then we come to the 2-1s, until you get to the 4-2s. So depending on their numbers, the faculties and departments have been tasked by Senate to work out a program that will not bring in too many students, considering that the Student Affairs has already come up with a program where our students will be accommodated in pairs per room. So we wouldn't want the accommodation to be congested, because that might compromise the precautions that we have put in place to try and prevent the spread of COVID-19. We also observe that there is need for us to take care of the Lupane State University personnel or staff. And in that regard, we have reduced the number of employees that report for duty on day-to-day basis, such that we have what we call a skeletal staff. This is meant to allow people to have social distancing even in the offices that they occupy. So we've given departments room to work out schedules such that we have people that allow university business to progress without interruption. So we have as minimal number of personnel as possible per given time. Furthermore, we also provide sanitizers to our staff members. We also provide temperature testing. Our security personnel at entrance points do provide or assist us with that service. We also realize that with this online teaching, there is really no need, especially on the side of academics, to have a whole complement of people coming to office at the same time. So we hope that with those interventions, that should be able to allow us to manage this COVID-19 situation better.
So confirm, in the meantime, all of these other classes will be conducting online learning?
Yes, correct.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, Mr. Zwelithini Dlamini.
Thank you so much for affording Lupane State University an opportunity to interact with you, as well as the prospective students out there and the stakeholders that support the institution. We still remain your best institution in the land, and we encourage students to come and enroll with LSU.
Thank you so much for watching on the Frontline weekdays right here on Asake Online. Find us on Facebook as well as on our YouTube channel at Site ZW. Do like and share the program. Cheers.